All right. Have you ever wondered what it takes for someone who is served in the army, runs marathons, does parachute jumping, and write books to finally say, I am done with smoking? Today, I am truly honored to be joined by Colonel Rao from Bangalore, and his story is not just about quitting smoking, it is about taking control of your life one decision at a time. If you have ever been trying to quit, thinking about it, or just want to hear something truly inspiring, stick around. This conversation might just shift something for you. So here we are. Here we are. Let's welcome our special guest for today, Colonel Rao. Sir, can you please introduce yourself for our audience?
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. The first instance, I wouldn't like to miss this opportunity to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Aman Doda, sir, you are divine and you are a graceful gentleman. Because of you, I have reached a stage in life when I have covered up and erased all the follies of my past. And now I have got a refreshed, new, reviewed life. So I owe everything to QSFS and to
Thank you.
your good self and your great team, which pushed us. So, firstly, it is like Vandana, beginning puja we do, the arti we do whenever we start. So, that honor goes to you, sir, and your
Thank
team
you.
and
Thank you.
your system. You have got a system in place.
Ji,
And
ji,
I
ji.
pray, my family prays and hopes your system keeps widening, enlarging, and becomes a global service. I call
Thank
yours
you.
a service, sir,
Ji,
because
ji,
you're
ji.
doing it with all your patience, your heart. How can you expect others to quit? I don't know. It's something divine there. So, and you're achieving it bit by bit, bit by bit. It may
Ji.
take another 10, 20 years for you to achieve a goal of 200, 400 people, 1,000 people, some foreigners, some Indians. But this is something which is unimaginable, which we will see as we go through in our conversation. Why it is such
Yeah.
a tough job you have taken up, and yet you are achieving a lots.
Sorry, Colonel Rao,
Yes, sir.
can you please say
Now
it again? Yeah.
uh, you are achieving so much, and it will look to be small in bits and pieces, because out of 20 candidates who join your course, 4, 6, 8, 12 may follow it pakka. There may be 4, 3, 7 who were unable to, because it is a thing which is very deadly, it is venomous, it is a poison which will not leave you. You may try to leave it, you may run away from it, but it will follow you to the end of the earth. So that is the mystery behind this whole thing. I keep seeing your updates and everything, and I find that you are so pushy, and yet there will be a few who cannot follow it, because it is such a venom, poison, I can say.
Right,
So this
right.
is my prayer to you, sir, and your team in the
Thank
beginning.
you. Thank
And
you.
now you wanted me to introduce myself.
Right,
I
right.
am I am a very simple, straightforward, God-fearing, humble family man, an army officer, retired after 37 years of service in 2019. I joined in 1982. 1981, I started my training for 1.5 years in Indian Military Academy, Dehradun.
Okay.
And in 82 June, I got commissioned into the Corps of Signals, which trains us for communication during war and peace. So from then on, I started growing. And you also used one word, paratrooping. I am a combat paratrooper. So in
Wow.
my young days, when I was 24 years old, that is 2 years after commissioning, I was drawn to paradropping, that is jumping from aircrafts. It's a live
Right.
jump, and you're dropped from 1,500 feet or something. Sometimes in the night also, you don't even know where you are landing. So all that we have done, it was great adventure. So that adventure is what appears to be similar to our smoking. Smoking appears to be an adventure in the beginning, and no one
Right.
knows where it will take you. While
Yeah.
other adventures motivate you, this one opens the gates of hell to people and they get ruined. I'm already half ruined, but you saved me in time. And today, though there are pangs of hunger, pangs of thirst, asking me when I look at a person who's smoking, I am pulled that side, but I resist. And you taught us that also, that one cigarette and you're finished again. So don't
Right.
ever think of that one.
Yeah.
So that's how my army life started
Yeah. Yeah.
37 years back.
Yeah. And let's stay there. Can you please can you please tell us a little bit more about the army? What inspired you to join?
Okay, okay, sir. Sir, from a small town, Neyveli Lignite Corporation in Tamil Nadu. My
Okay.
father worked there. He was an engineer from Bangalore, BMS College. So from BMS, he passed out as an engineer, and his first job was in Neyveli Lignite Corporation, where they extract lignite, which is a sort of coal, which is used for producing electricity, and thermal stations are there. So there I was start. My birth also took place in Mysore, but I started my life there. From there, I did my college in Annamalai University, Chidambaram, which is about 40 odd kilometers from Neyveli. And there, while I was going for an NCC camp, an annual training camp, they call it. So in
Okay.
that annual training camp, we were going to Madurai by train, and that camp was for 15-20 days. So all cadets are supposed to do one camp. Only then they can qualify for B certificate and C certificate. So
Okay.
during that camp, while going by train, the my peers passed on a cigarette.
Mm.
Cigarette. And that started my, along with my college journey, the cigarette journey had started.
Mm-hmm.
But you told me how I joined army. So I joined army after doing college. So there are many types of entries. One is the National Defense Academy from Pune or Kadakwasla. The other entry is after doing a degree course. That is a BSc or a BA. I did after doing BSc in physics, and we are called direct entries, means we go straight to Indian Military Academy, whereas the other lot, they go to National Defense Academy, do 3 years training, and come for 1 year training in IMA Dehradun, same place.
Okay.
So
So
that's how I had
yeah.
made up my mind that I will join military. Didn't
Okay.
have
Okay.
anybody in my family, in my generation, or in my close friend circle, except there were two boys of my same class who had appeared for NDA, out of which one made it, other one could not. So that is the basic background of army. Didn't know
Gee.
anything, but said I'll join army, and
Right.
that is how I joined army.
So
And
perfect. What values or habits I would say from the army still guide your life today, Colonel Rao?
sir, if you talk of army, I would love to share this with all our civilian brethren. Now I am a civilian because I have retired. I am a
Okay.
veteran and a civilian.
Yes.
The sense of determination, resourcefulness, discipline, the spirit of winning, means there winning is everything. It is not considered as a competition. There's, because there in war it is either you come first or you're second. There is no second, you are lost it. So you always taught there, train hard so that you come first. There's no second. So either you're a winner or you're a loser. So that
Right.
was the spirit with which we were trained. And you talked of the habits and the values. Values is, today we see so much of corruption and all those things which we don't like in our daily life. There it is absolutely not seen or heard also. We are surprised sometimes when somebody talks of such things. We are groomed in such a way that we just live within our own resources. Very small things bring happiness to us. We don't look too far ahead. We are more worried about tomorrow, not much about day after. And the past we forget. We are taught to forget the previous day's things and told, look for today evening, what are you planning? That is the way we are groomed. We live in small societies, happy, contented, and it's fun, adventure, hard work, lot of pain, and without pain there is no gain. So there was a lot of pain all through because we have moved here and there. When you're a bachelor, you move from anywhere, sit in the corridors of the trains and move and all that. We have gone in buses. But as you become a family man, the movement is a little difficult because you have to move with family, children shift to different schools and all that. So Army life is tough. Army, Navy, Air Force, the life is tough.
Yes.
It's like CRPF, all other people, CISF, we all move by trains and all that. But one has to take it. I chose that profession, so I have to live with it.
Perfect. Colonel Rao, many of our audience, many of the people that are going to watch this video, watching this video right now, are basically those who are a smoker or who are taking nicotine in any form and who wants to quit or who is trying to quit it for many, many years now. So let's talk about smoking for a bit now. You shared how you started smoking at a very young age and how it was affecting you. You were with the army. Army is like a high performance environment. So how was smoking affecting you physically, mentally over time?
Thank you. Thank you for this question, sir. It's very, very pertinent because when you are up to 35 years of age, you feel you are a superhuman. You run all 40 kilometers to a 2 mile run, it is called. It is the deadliest run I've ever done. And there also, people are not happy. They expect you to come first every time. Being an officer, they wanted me to be ahead of all the Jawans. So there is always this tension. But once I got into this bad habit of smoking, which I can tell you was because of some bad moments. Otherwise, one should never start. Those who are not started, I pray nobody starts. But those who have midway now, they can always give up because once I started, I had to continue. And all these smoking years, the smoking losses which have caused, they interrupted my physical fitness, my mental toughness. So it was fun, finishing a run and then having a smoke. But internally, which I never realized, is I was becoming 50% of what I was, what I could achieve. Like basketball, 2 hours I used to play continuously, up, down, I could run. But after smoking and after increasing the smoking, I could not run beyond 30 minutes. Means up to 30 minutes I could play well, and after that I could not. So these are very simple facts of life where you feel that yes, you should not have done it, but it is too late. But I am telling you, sir, your class has made us believe that it is never too late. It can still be halted overnight. And you taught us. I was wondering that day, today is Saturday, how will you enjoy your evening? Tomorrow, how will you enjoy? Will you go with family to temple? Will you go to the marketplace? How will you enjoy? Will you cut a cake? Whatever you were suggesting, take a photograph, whatever. I didn't do any of that. I just smoked away about eight, 9 cigarettes in the night, and next day I had to go to Ayappa temple. I went there, but I had made up my mind. And after that, till date, even my family is shocked. How is it this chap has? Because they only saw a chimney in my house, and I have given up finally. So it really disturbed my life. It was really, I told you earlier, it opened the gates of hell. From what I could have achieved, I was brought down to 50%. No one to be blamed except myself. That's what all the smokers have to ask. Is there somebody to be blamed? No. It is our self confidence. You have to trust yourself. There is no need. Then we start justifying also. कि ये पीऊंगा तो I'll become, I can concentrate. It gives me willpower. I can sit for hours together and write. I can
Right.
run as much as possible. It's all false. No, you will only go down. There is nothing like going up. It's always going down. It is dragging you. Because people lightly, jokingly, they say, you started smoking, now the cigarette is smoking you.
Yeah.
And it is so true. It is so true.
Yeah. How old are you, Colonel Rao, now?
I am 63 going on 64, sir, in
And
July.
at what age you had your first cigarette?
That was in college, sir, 16, 17. But it was
That
not
is,
continuous.
yeah.
17, I started, then gave up after college. There was no money and all that at home. So obviously,
Okay.
I could
Yeah.
not. But
Right.
I resumed it somewhere when I was 24.
So close to 35, 40 years you have been
40
smoking.
years, sir.
Yeah.
Full 40 years.
And
40 years.
have you thought of quitting before? Have you tried something before, Colonel Rao?
Yes, sir. Many times I did it. Kabhi 1.5 years I stopped, sometimes a month or two. At least 4 or 5 occasions I have seen, but again I used to fall back because I felt it was required. And another false feeling we all get, smokers. Now I won't put myself in that category as a smoker. The smokers have a false feeling that they are capable of smoking heavily or medium and yet achieve everything health wise, wealth wise, and in many other ways. They feel that nothing will harm them. That is a big lie. One is a liar if he thinks like that, that nothing will harm them.
Why do you
We are
say
trying
that,
to
Colonel
talk.
Rao?
Pardon, sir?
Why do you say that?
I have experienced it, sir. I have experienced it because every time I smoked and stopped and again resumed it, it was fun, it was adventure, it was male glamour. I felt very good standing in a crowd and having cigarette in front of children, relatives, friends, sometimes hiding and doing that. Let me be open. There's nothing personal today because you, sir, as a guru, and we as shishyas, we have decided to clean the earth, the globe, the families, the societies from this menace of smoking and smoking in many forms. Not only smoking, even gutka also. You're trying to tell people
Right.
we can add alcohol. We can add alcohol also. I drink, no doubt. I am a social drinker, but it doesn't taste. It doesn't give me extra taste, or I don't find it great or feeling feel good thing. It is not. Today we have followed the Western societies. Even cigarette smoking, I think we have copied it from the British who were here, and we have been misled. Yes, there may be instances of hookahs, people smoking hookahs and all that. Let those remain in the history books. But we as people, simple, common, good Indians, we must avoid and live a
Right.
simple life.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Let's come back to the quit smoking experience later on, Colonel Rao. But now you're also an author, right?
Yes, sir.
Could you share what your book is about and what inspired you to write it?
So here are the books, sir.
Yes,
Uh,
we can see it.
this is the first book I have written, and
Ji.
this is the second one. The first
Okay.
book is Our Country, Our People. I'll repeat: Our Country, Our People, the India we wish to live in. And this second book is Murder of the Minds, and this is Mindful Solutions to Mindless Crimes. Now, the first book was, now, sir, you will ask me what dragged you or pulled you into writing. So I
Right.
told you and viewers, I was telling you earlier that I retired in 2019. So I worked as a group general manager for the Gopalan group in the educational institutions. They
Okay.
have a excellent vertical, education vertical. So I was the group general manager for all the colleges, hostel, kitchen, cricket academy, and whatnot. And after that, we'll be coming to that. Due to some medical ailment and all that, I just 1 year back I stopped going to work. They requested me to resume, rejoin, but I told them that it will take time. So now the history or the background to this is, so once I sat at home, I had to I had too many things going on in my mind, and I said, having gone round the entire country two cycles, one to Sri Lanka also, and then two cycles of India, east, west, north, south, central. I saw the way people live and all that, and I felt there we have a good standard of living, if not the best, but some good standards. There are so many people who are in not in a good shape, common people, because we mostly, except for cities, we get postings on the borders, interiors. So we see the real life, how tough
Right.
it is.
Yeah.
They muddy their hands and work,
Hmm.
unlike many of us. We are privileged, I should say. So that's why I thought I should write a book about our India and how a common man or what he wants. Whereas the policy is usually to look after people, we should move forward, we should be the fourth best, fifth best, or the best economy in the world, etc. etc. That is a very high aim. Well, that is going on. The common man also has to be looked after, which is being done. Yet, all the resources are not reaching him. There are people who get barely one meal a day. So that should not happen. So, and very, very small transportation, medical aid, education for girls, employment for youth. So, all those things have been put together in a small book of 164 pages. That was my maiden book. Went off well. I could sell about 80 copies. I was happy with that. And I joined one academy, just like our QSFS. There was an Indian Authors Academy. There, one Shweta Samota was our coach. She trained us how to write and how to publish. The second book, so as I was writing there, one thing kept revolving, that is the females, which people will mind it if I use that word. See, I'm using females and you must be feeling bad about it. Okay, let me correct myself. Women, which looks little honorable. Our women, Indian women, are not being treated at par as equals to men. Why? So that thing kept coming to my mind, and all opportunities males are bagging, while females or women are second grade. Are they second grade citizens? Never. Without a woman, how can you have a male? Isn't it
Right.
so simple? When such a thing, when my mother was not there, or mother was, I didn't have a mother, how could I take shape and today attend this podcast?
Yeah, right.
Mother was the basic, and mother is a female, a woman, Indian woman. So that's how the second book came, Murder of the Minds, because lots of crimes are taking place. If you call Indian crimes, there are 80% against women, 20%
Mm,
are against men. So that's how it is called Murder of the Minds, Mindful Solutions to Mindless Crime. There is only one chapter two, which is about ragging. That ragging is a live incident which I have seen in life, and that's a real story. Most of the stories are real. So the first one is about body shaming, the first chapter, which is so common. The people don't realize if you body shame a male or a female. Female, if you do, she suffers like anything. She won't express, but you are hitting her below the belt. You come to the second chapter, it is about ragging. And even today, I am seeing there is something happening in some institute. I shouldn't take the names. Even today, this morning, newspaper I have seen.
mm.
And I've been writing that people, it's published, it's become a common thing, just like a small road accident. Whereas a person has committed suicide. Suicide, a youth, 21, 19-year-old boy, girl. That is the way. So, ragging, I have expressed it and a full story about it, and how a boy who is now 63 years old, I can see him. 63, there is a boy. I call him a boy because he's still a boy only. He's not become
Mm.
an adult because of ragging. And we have seen him how from a bright 18-year-old boy, he became a most useless, not required person, still living 63 years old. We have seen him. He's close by, staying close by. And every day we watch him. So that's how it's a true story. So, and rest all are deep fakes, molestation, rape, all other kinds of things. Ignoring, ignoring is also a very serious crime. You ignore a person, that person will go mad. Isolation, keep a person away. College mein hota hai sab. You just keep a person away. So all silly small things. Harassment, mental harassment, physical harassment. All these things have been put in one book. It's a big book, 340 pages.
Thank you for sharing
That
it.
is
Yeah,
the second book.
thank you. Thank you. Colonel Rao, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. I recently I saw a couple of videos that you shared with us of your, I think, parachute jumps. What do you call it? Or you run marathons. That's amazing. What drives you at this age to keep pushing your limits? And how did quits? How did you have quit smoking now? How quitting smoking impacting your performance in these activities that you're doing now?
So this is a very interesting question because paratrooping I had done in my Indian Military Academy during my training days from a helicopter. So that led
Mm,
me to join the parachute brigade in Agra. So there we have, and there I went this time just about a week back. On 25th morning, I did my uh, 38th jump or something, and that was from a different parachute, new one. So the last one I had done 10 years back, that is in 2016. So that was the platinum jubilee of that small company, and this time it was the 85th anniversary. So I had gone from Bangalore, I did that jump. So that is now becoming an adventure. Whereas those days it was our bread and butter. Means I was trained to as a combat paratrooper. Means I am in my combat dress. I am supposed to carry my weapon, jump, land, and do my task mission along with my
mm,
team. So
mm,
that was a combat role. Now it is sort of motivating to tell my boys who were there. They're all always there. They are not moved here and there. They are specially trained people. So when I go back to them, they say, even this old man, he's still coming back and jumping. So that gives them that refreshes the spirit. So this is what I can tell about the parachute jump. Because in parachute jumping, once you enter the aircraft, it's all manned by Air Force people. They are called parajump instructors, PJIs. So they train us very hard. They make us wear the parachute. They tell us the basic drills.
Yeah.
Once you're in, there's only one exit. There's no coming back. Once you've gone into the aircraft, it goes up. The pilot gives a signal. The time has come. The doors open, and you are at the door, and you jump out. If you
Right.
don't
Right.
jump, they just give a tap to tell it's your time now. Please go. So, and
Perfect.
then 20 of us jump.
Amazing.
So that is
Amazing.
about the jumping. Now about the marathons, because I have been a soldier, so I have been running a lot. All these years, there are physical tests for us in the army, and medical tests also. And only if you qualify up to about 40, 45 years of age, we are supposed to be physical. And after that, there a little, relaxation for higher age groups, 50 plus.
Mm.
Otherwise, everyone is supposed to run like
Run.
anything. Otherwise, you
Hmm.
cannot pass. And if you cannot pass in front of your soldiers, you can't show your face. Being officers, the soldiers will not look at you if you fail or come in satisfactory. You have to be good or excellent. And after 50, you are supposed to walk and pass a test. There is a test for walking.
Yeah.
So it is not that in army the seniors are left out or something. There's no privileges there. Everyone has to be physically fit, mentally fit, and medically fit. So medical tests are conducted every year. So in between the last stages of my career, say around when I was 45, I realized that I had got hypertension. That
Hmm.
hypertension could have developed because of smoking.
Yes.
That is what I am trying to lead. I was so good that nobody could overtake me. Everyone was behind me. Over the years, I was behind people. I was falling back because I started smoking, and not simple smoking. It was too much. The rate of smoking was also too bad.
Hmm.
It was too late to realize. So that's why I'm telling, either in our classroom, nobody should start ever, or those who have started should stop then and there. Otherwise, there's such a bad thing that I could
Yeah.
never stop, and that's how I developed hypertension.
Yeah.
And
That is my.
people say,
Yeah.
sorry,
Please go
sorry.
ahead. Please go ahead.
People
Please
say
go ahead.
that doctors say that hypertension and diabetes, or one of them, either of them, may lead to kidney disease.
Hmm.
Either or both may lead to. So he told me that maybe it is genetics in your case, but you have got hypertension. I don't have diabetes, but I don't feel need to feel proud also that I don't have. Hypertension was very much there. So that could be the reason for me developing chronic kidney disease, and it's in a
Hmm.
very bad stage now. It is in the grade 4 5 or whatever the doctor is calling. I am not feeling it. I'm still doing all my activities. I play lawn tennis in the morning. I play table tennis in the evening every day.
Now, that
And
was my
this
next
morning,
question. That was my next question, Colonel Rao. Sorry to interrupt you. You have been smoking from last 35 to 40 years, and now you have quit smoking for last, I think, how many months now?
force.
4 months, 4+ months now. So, what positive changes could you see in terms of your health, in terms of your family, in terms of your environment? Are you able to see some positive changes after that? It's 100 plus days now for you.
So first thing to say is I am a totally different person
Hmm.
altogether. I think it's a second life. Only because we are discussing it, I am reminded of smoking. Otherwise, I wouldn't have thought of it also.
Hmm.
And for this we are doing for the good of everyone,
Right.
for the good of smokers. We are
Yeah.
doing this. Otherwise, I never feel that I should smoke again, or I don't get dragged towards that. Family also never discusses it. Only one odd day in the beginning, they were shocked. What is wrong with this person? 3 days ke baad, 3 din ke baad, they saw something strange happening. The room was looking fresh. There was smoke, no smoke at all. The windows were open. They felt something strange has happened in this world. And
Hmm.
slowly now they've got used to it. Now they're not telling me anything. And as a family, as a person, we have forgotten it totally. The biggest trap will be if I ever fall for it. So I should never fall for it. I should say end of it, which what I'm tried and I'm successful so far. I don't think I'll ever do it because it has helped me in many ways.
Yeah.
Runs, I have not started my runs as it, but I'm feeling much better on the tennis court. Badminton
Hmm.
this morning I had played with my daughter. I was quite comfortable. I have regained 5%. That's all. It will take me 2 years for becoming the old Rao, Colonel Rao, old Colonel Rao. 2 years. And I
Right.
bet I'll resume because TCS 10K was there. So this
Hmm.
is the bad luck. I could not participate because I was not confident I'll be able to do in good time. So I
Hmm.
didn't
Hmm.
participate. And the doctors have told me, hold on, go easy. So
Right.
runs I am missing now. So the smoking, after quitting this, I am totally a different person. And I'm very, very proud of you, sir, and happy to the entire team which has made me difference.
Amazing. Amazing. What part of the QSFS system or process which helped you the most, Colonel Rao?
So the biggest thing is, um, I never wanted to stop, sir. Let me be very plain, frank, and straightforward. I never wanted to stop. I wanted to
Okay.
continue because it has become a part of me.
Right. Absolutely.
It was an extension of me.
Hmm. Hmm.
One
Hmm.
fine day, through your Facebook or somewhere, because while browsing somewhere, I saw this thing. Similarly, the way did my books, I joined that academy. I was going through somewhere and I saw yours, Aman Doda sir, QSFS, and all these things I saw. I felt why not try? Just it was a trial and it is a very successful trial. And that's how I joined. Otherwise, I had no intention to stop. But it had come to my mind that someday maybe. And the
Someday.
doctors had told me, my wife had asked the doctor, specialist, nephrologist, sir,
Ji.
this gentleman, my husband, smokes a lot. Does it affect him? His kidneys are failing now, you have said. So doctor very firmly told me, please stop it. But I didn't. 1 year I didn't, even after he told me, because I could not.
Yes.
I'm
Right.
very sympathetic, sir. I'm very sympathetic to the victims of smoking. I can tell you today, all smokers are victims. They are not criminals. We cannot blame any of the smokers. They have fallen victim to a vice. That vice doesn't appear to be, yes, if you smoke in public, it is a crime. But if they're quietly smoking with their own money at the cost of their health, though passive smoking is bad, if they smoke it in their own room, in isolation, they feel good and they keep continuing. And there's no limit. The sad part is, unlike drinking, smoking has got no end. You can smoke one packet, two packets sitting in one place continuously when you're involved in some work. Sorry, sir, it's false. It is wrong. We are cheating ourselves. Enough is enough. All smokers, I pray along with you, sir, if you give me the privilege, I
Yes.
pray
Please. Yes.
all of them stop overnight. First, let India show the way. There are many countries where smoking is totally prohibited. Let us also do that, sir.
A lot of people, Colonel Rao, that leads to my next question. A lot of people try willpower, try self-control. A person like you, like your background. And so when we talk about willpower, when we talk about self-control, is that the right way for someone to come out of it?
Sir, this is a very typical question, I should say. Reason being, it doesn't always happen, sir, but this is one vice smoking. It is now or never. It cannot be, sir. People told me many days, चार से कर दो, छः कर दो, एक पैकेट से दो में आ जाओ. It doesn't work like that, sir. I
Yeah.
am totally with you. If I had tried all that, I would have been talking to you for next 10 years on the same subject. I couldn't have done it. It is now
Hmm.
or never. One must feel okay that yes, for so many years I have done this. Let me put a halt to it. And that's also. I don't think there
So
is a way out.
one more message, Colonel Rao, I want to take it from you. See, there are many people out there who are struggling with it. There are many people who know they have to quit it. There are many of them who are trying willpower, who are trying self-control, who are trying different methods, NRT, nicotine replacement therapy, but they are not succeeding. What is the difference between all these methods and QSFS? What you have experienced, Colonel Rao?
Sir, in QSFS, you had given us some homework. And we in those homework we kept on answering you, and You channelized our thoughts, and I could read others inputs also,
right.
and I could see the way their minds were working. And I myself started answering it. And you gave us some deadlines कि ऐसा करो वैसा करो ये मत करो all. So that very close interactions which took place. It was over a week. You could take us together, and over 15 days you had brought us at par. All of us were thinking alike. Many, I think, started quitting in 3 4 days time itself, which I also wanted to. I could not do. But
Yes.
one fine day, the last but one day, you had told us, the 13th day, I think. You
Right.
told us,
Right.
bus, इस दिन को select करो करके you gave us the 21st December date, I think. And I put a stop to it. Sir, the other methods what people are trying, Papa ने बोल दिया, relatives ने बोल दिया. Like I have been told by my sister, I have been told by my generals, I have been told by commanding officers, means my boss who is assessing
Mm.
me. They have all told me. There were some people, I can't give the references. They
Ji.
told me the files which come from your office. I was the chief staff officer. The files which come from your office to me are stinking. Means I used to
Mm.
smoke so much that the file used to stink, and that gentleman never liked it. And he was my immediate boss. So you can
Yeah.
imagine, it's not only we are harming ourselves, we are harming others also. And
Right.
even his
Right.
words, he almost threatened me. कि बस करो छोड़ दो. But what for, why did he say that? It didn't affect him. He wanted me to get better,
Quit.
healthier,
Yeah. Mm.
but I could not. And now I have stopped because of you. So there is a difference. People must try your method, sir. It was cut and dry. Your method is cut and dry. Usi din karna karo. Nahi to, you know what I was about, what I'm going to tell. Nahi to, it is that.
Yeah.
So it has to be that way, sir. There is no other way. I don't think there's another method.
Any final message, Colonel Rao? You have served the country, and now through your story, through your experience, you're inspiring everyone there out there, right? Is there any other message would you like to give to others who are still stuck in the smoking or nicotine loop there?
Smoking loop. Yes. So before that, I'll add just two more things.
Yeah.
I'm also writing one third book, which will be published within 3 months. And that book is called Papa Don't Preach Me. This is about
Mm.
abolishing patriarchy in India.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So this is the third book. It's almost over. I'm to give it for publications. Papa Don't Preach Me.
Perfect.
And
Perfect.
because it's too bad that women are being sidelined, that will not be allowed, and we want them to rise. And the fourth book, sir, will be after maybe 6 months. Only mothers can save Mother India. A stage will
Mm.
come when our mothers have to groom their children in such a way that they run the country properly. So the fourth book will be Only Mothers Can Save Mother India. That is there. And I'm doing a PhD in psychology. I've just joined a month back, though the process started 1.5 years back. So I'm in that also. I'm talking of the adverse impact of unemployment on the well-being of women, Indian women. If you don't give them employment, how a woman's well-being, her health, mental, physical, spiritual, emotional, psychological, how it breaks her.
Yeah.
They have to be given employment. They have to earn their bread. They have to be made like us males. That is the PhD topic for myself.
I need a I need a final message from you, Colonel Rao, because I meet a lot of people who wants to quit, but it's a long relationship, 10, 20, 30, 40 years, and now all of them think that this is a part of their life, and if they quit, they want to quit. They know how it is affecting their health, how it is affecting their life, or what are the consequences can be there in the future. They want to quit, but somewhere back in their mind, they're procrastinating it, because they know, from the morning till night there are so many activities that they enjoy with cigarettes. How will they enjoy all these activities with the cigarettes? So what message you can give it to these guys who knows QSFS, who might be knowing about QSFS, who wants to do it but taking some time and procrastinating the things for themselves?
Sir, there's only one word to define this. It is called marriage.
Yeah.
These smokers have married smoking.
Right.
So it is like a marriage. All their life now they are going to live with it. They can't help it, how bad or good it is. Some people feel it is good, they are living with their cigarette. Some people feel it is bad, yet they live with that. They can't help it. So this marriage, marital bond has to be broken. They're unable to break it because it has been absorbed in the bloodstream, and it is giving them false energy, whereas they feel it is giving them energy. It is a false energy which is actually weakening them. I can see my own body becoming weak and I lost weight. So even after you and I telling everyone, with their parents, with their guides, telling them, if they still can't listen, then that is something wrong with them. They have to think a bit more deeply, like we did after joining your class. Even after joining your class, we could have done otherwise and just cut off from the entire thing and resume normal smoking. But we thought for it, and that 1 day, sir, 2 days, they should try. That's what I'll say. 1 or 2 or 3 days they should try. After the third, fourth day, they'll never think of resuming it. So this is what I can say. The message is, please try once or twice, 3 days maximum, and keep away, and you'll be successful. That's what I can tell you, sir.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Colonel Rao. Not just from me, I think, but on behalf of everyone who is watching this. And I know your journey is going to give a lot of people hope, courage, and clarity. Really, truly grateful to have you with us. Thank you. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Colonel
Thank you,
Rao.
sir.
Thank you.
Good day, sir. Bye bye, sir.